No human being on this earth has that kind of, loyalty that a dog has. They are loyal animals. I know that on the street I have seen people kicking them. I have seen people kicking them, beating them, throwing stones at them. But the same dogs go back. That is the way a dog is. And I think humans need to really learn from them many things. People think that dogs are not, in this part of the world, dogs are not really welcome to many. I'm not saying to all, but to many. But I think that there's something that they need to learn from the dogs. It's loyalty. The bond that a dog shares with a human being is nobody can replace that. I don't even think that kind of bond is between, even parents and children. Sometimes the life of children go away. Yes, and of course we understand that they have their own life, but dogs, they never go away. We are Animal Nas Fujairah, and we are licensed under Elvis Animal Welfare Society. We have a federal license, and we began, 17 years ago. And we began as Michelle's Rescues, and then we turned it, and we got a name for it as Animals and Us, And we rescue dogs, cats, foxes, donkeys, birds, whatever animal needs help, we are there for them. And we, feed animals. We do feeding on the street. We feed over 1,500 animals on the street every single day of my life. I don't go for holidays. I don't take trips out. I don't take staycations. I don't take weekends off because I know that I got to feed them. And we do TNR. We do whatever dogs come to the shelter has to have a vet check, have to have neutered or spayed depending on their sex, and that's what we are doing. And we are taking care of them, and we try to push them to get homes. Pushing them to get homes is very important, and then taking care of the shelter. Not that we really want a shelter. Shelter is the last thing for our organization, but we are forced to because of the situation in Fujairah. Otherwise, I'm really not into shelters, but because every animal, really needs a home.
Going to get worse.
Suspending all travel.
Its worst percentage drop since
America, the anxious.
The whole world, I feel like, is like shutting down right now.
The unseen danger of coronavirus with visible impact.
We couldn't get as much help as we usually get, and our food donations have really hit rock bottom. Because we use over 60,000 dirhams on food. The reason is that we feed our dog good food, our dogs good food, and our cats good food. And I really believe in feeding them good food is because they will be better off on the street if I fed them, food which is really cheap. Then on the streets they're getting rice and the chicken that people are wasting. So then they will be better off there, because I feel that cheap food will always have dogs have renal, liver problems. We really need to feed, especially because we cannot give home cooked food. So this is a big problem. So our food really hit rock bottom. Our rents were not paid, and like it was like the whole year's rent was not pulled up, was not even paid, and our vet bills were soaring because we're picking up dogs, dumped dogs, and the dogs that were dumped in terrible conditions. You know, I can tell you today that for each vet, for each dog and each vet we've paid from 3,800 plus, and we had the one dog with 14,000. We had Liam with 9,000. We had another dog, Dino, that he was at the vets, but he passed away at the vets. We paid around 12,000 for him. So you see, every dog, pups that we had got, mum with pups for dumped. Pups cost us 3,800, and the vet bills were skyrocketing. But we didn't receive that kind of support, and I cannot blame anybody because job losses, people moved back, and it was difficult. It was difficult. I think I'm very grateful to people, for coming forward and helping. I mean, I really, it was for me. It was it was very emotional and overwhelming. I felt so emotional about the whole fact that some people did come forward, and many people said that they didn't know about me, and they didn't know that I was doing something all by myself, like. And I think that's the best part of it, when people appreciate what you're doing. I don't need an award for what I do because I do it with my heart, but it was really something that I cannot forget.